Hey, good evening, Carol and John Shoppers. I assess the kids table a little too much sometimes. Welcome to New Comics on Tuesday night. We have a full table, a very perfectly spaced full table. I like it when we can show every cover. John Schuer's here. Andrew's behind the camera. I'm here. Hopefully everybody had fun voting. That's a really riveting experience for everybody. I got yelled at for putting the pen in the wrong spot.
I got told to keep the pen as a souvenir when I tried to give it back. So it's in the pen cup here now.
But yeah, welcome. We do have news about upcoming stuff now that it is November. We're a backloaded month. Our last week of the month is wild with Thanksgiving, and our Black Friday sale starts on Wednesday, November 26th, and then it'll run through Sunday the 30th. So we will have a full room of dollar books and half off back issues during that weekend, the holiday week, and whatever. It'll be happening. And then on the Saturday, the Small Business Saturday, the 29th, we have Nate Powell doing a signing with us at night. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I think he's appearing somewhere else the next day. So
Genghis Khan.
Oh, he's at Genghis Khan.
Yeah.
So kind of similar to last year. We had Philip and Shelley Bond. So it's going to be really cool. We've got a lot of his stuff in the store already. Some beautiful hardcovers with an easy cover price of $20. So there's a lot of self-contained material in there. And we're talking and working on getting some of his comic book covers into the store, hopefully, too, for the signing. But he's a very good creator, so we're excited to have him in the store. Andrew's been burning through his stuff today.
Yeah, I read a whole book of his today. It was great.
So yeah, we're stoked about that. Might as well talk. We got some new Marvel boxes. We like having these around. They're very colorful. So Infernal Hulk and Marvel 1776. You can tell by the America. I wanted some Ben Franklin, actually.
Yeah, something.
Some dead presidents, too, something like that. But yeah, so it's going to be a month. It's going to be a fun month. We're just getting all that worked out. But we can jump right into three things this week, right? Surrounded by our half taken down Halloween decorations, which is always a sad time of year. But getting started with the first thing, three things this week. Love at Second Sight. Of course, we're talking about DC's Harley and Ivy, Life and Crimes, number one, the beginning of a 5-issue miniseries, going back to their first meeting. Honestly, this issue is really cute. They're arguing about how they first met, and it goes from lighthearted to not lighthearted kind of quickly, but in the spirit of actual relationships, you know. Yeah. You do see them really lean into each other and watch that develop, and it was an enchanting, fun first issue. I really enjoyed it. Really, really enjoyed it. So that's a great thing to mention that you may have not been on your radar. The next second thing this week, the best laid plans of Skulls and Struckers. We are talking about Alien versus Captain America. We've loved the Marvel Alien crossovers up to date, right? And this one's no exception. We do have a bit of an issue of finding out when and where this takes place, and this issue takes care of all that. This is a period piece, so it takes place during Cap's heyday in World War II, and the Hydra jerks, Red Skull and Baron von Strucker, are looking for another ultimate weapon to defeat the Allied forces in World War II, and they stumble upon or go searching for, whatever reason, all the xenomorph stuff that they shouldn't screw around with. But it's a great setup issue. There's some real violence in this, so we're looking forward to the rest of the miniseries. Again, going to be a 4-issue miniseries. And then the last thing this week, 81 years old and still weird as ever. We are talking about Tales of Paranoia, a great one-shot put out this week by Robert Crumb. It is the first original Robert Crumb comic produced in 22 years? Yeah. 20 plus years. Plentiful number of stories in here, little one-offs, including the worst LSD trip I ever had in Cleveland. So worth the price of admission just because Cleveland is really a zine town. Everybody loves small press around here. Experiencing something weird, and Robert Crumb has always treated Cleveland in his stories with respect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a little cutout from a newspaper from years and years ago, probably seen, and it's R. Crumb drawing, of the Cleveland skyline, and it says, "I love Cleveland. Cleveland's a beautiful city."
It's nice.
Yeah.
I'd frame it.
Yeah.
I'd frame it. But the first thing on the table is exciting. We put it down. We put them all down here in mass for a reason. We did get restocked on all of the highly recommended, with good reason, Absolute titles that have trade paperback so far. So Absolute Batman, Absolute Superman, Absolute Wonder Woman, totally in stock for your reading pleasure. If you missed any of them, we legitimately cannot recommend this line of DC Comics more highly. There's merit in every page of each one of those books. Yeah. Period. Like, absolutely.
Yep.
So good.
Yeah. But next to it, on to brand new stuff. Lord of the Flies, they've been killing it. Every company, whoever's putting it out, this one's by Penguin Random House, has been killing it with graphic novel adaptations of classic books. So William Golding's Lord of the Flies, which I have actually never read in real format. I might read in graphic novel. Next to it, a new book from Ignition, which has been really putting out some great stuff. This is called No Place. Short synopsis kind of gets us in a zone. It's by Tim Seeley, first of all, so quality creator on this book. And then we've got a fairy tale world new to us, but a similar story to Alice in Wonderland or Wizard of Oz, where a girl is swept into a fairy tale, disappears for years, and actually this book picks up with her coming back to the real world after years and years and years of being away, and how that's a real struggle for just a normal human being to explain that away. Then enters the NOD. Dorothy Gale is kind of a secret agent recruiting special individuals, people who have seen the other side of the veil, to kind of help with odd occurrences on Earth. Very solid story, very awesome artwork, very cool and creepy interpretations of her fairy tale land kind of bleeding into this real life. And I enjoyed the first issue a lot.
Del Mundo-esque artwork.
Yeah, very Del Mundo-esque. Yeah, very flowy. There's cover A, and there's cover B for your claiming pleasure. We got from Ahoy a new Toxic Crusaders. They're on issue number 2 of the team miniseries, not team up miniseries. And then next to it, local comic dropped off this past week. Danger Boy. It's very political, very action oriented. Kind of a guy with the right stuff fighting for the little guy. Pretty cool. Always happy to have new local stuff on the table. From Bad Idea this week, Planet Death is on issue number 2 of 4. Beautiful sprawling artwork and continuing story. Maybe a little late, but here it is. And then we're into Image stuff. They have one reprint this week. Viking Moon is a Viking werewolf story, and that's enough said.
Yeah.
But that's reprinted number 1 on their second printing. And then collected from Image this week, we've got several offerings. Red Coat, a shop favorite from the Ghost Machine line at Image, is on volume 2 in trade paperback. Golden Rage is the second miniseries titled Golden Rage that's completely collected, all 5 issues there. G.I. Joe, the ongoing series by Josh Williamson, is on volume 2 of their ongoing. And then Invincible is on volume 12 of their new editions. Then, this is so unique and cool. Ice Cream Man has had an ongoing series for quite a while, for 40-some issues. And in their newest quote unquote issue, they have told an entire comic book story on a deck of cards. There are rules. They're not very hard to follow. The cards are numbered, and you read them in order. Do not shuffle the cards. I think it's on pain of weird death. Don't shuffle the cards. Read them in order, and it's just its own unique experience of reading a comic book. So, pretty neat.
It's fun. I read it earlier. I cracked mine open.
Yeah. So, tried and true Ice Cream Man saying weird in a good way.
Yep.
Then Deadly Tales of Gunslinger Spawn number 10 was supposed to come out a couple weeks ago, but there was a misprint, so it is new this week. They have fixed said misprint. Thank you for the Spawn gong. And then next to it, we've got Spawn Scorched on issue number 46 with 2 covers. There's cover A, and here's cover B. Assorted Crisis Events has hit us with issue number 6 this week. Another heavy issue from another great book. Again, graphic storytelling at its finest, honestly, in this series. There's cover A. Here's cover B. Void Rivals, I gotta read this, is on issue number 24. So we've got cover A here, cover B next to it, and then a 1 in 25 variant for $10. I don't know who that lady is yet. We've got the beginning of a new G.I. Joe story arc. The Dreadnought War is on issue number 13 of G.I. Joe, part 1 of 5. There's cover A. Cover B is on Mark Spears' crotch cover. And cover C, I like this guy's necklace. I'm going to start wearing one of those.
Do it.
Then a couple ratio variants, a 1 in 25 variant for $10 and a 1 in 50 variant for $20. And if I know you guys, and I do, you love ladies on G.I. Joe covers, no matter who they are. Above that, a new image number 1 this week is Impact Winter. They do one-shots once a year. This one's Even Fall. And then a new issue of Rook. That's on issue number 8. And they are introducing some new Wardens, and I'm all here for it. That's cover A, and next to it there's a 1 in 20 variant for $10. A cool collection, the Miles Morales and Deadpool crossover that finished up earlier this year. Pools of Blood collects both the Miles Morales and Deadpool ongoing crossovers, or issues that crossed over. And then next to it, the Doctor Strange of Asgard complete collection. The whole all 5 issues of that miniseries there for the Doom, One World Under Doom kind of tie-in to show you what Doctor Strange was doing during that time. Above that, you've got the Incredible Hulk Epic Collection, To Hunt the Hulk. I practice saying that.
Yeah.
And then next to it, Moon Knight, Fist of Khonshu's on volume number 2 of that ongoing series. And Star Wars Jedi Knights is on volume 1 of that ongoing series. Speaking of Star Wars, Marvel Star Wars Legacy of Vader is on issue number 10. There's your cover A. And next to it, your super rad, pretty creepy cover B. Then we've got Ultimate. The only Ultimate book coming out for Marvel this week is Ultimate X-Men number 21. There is cover A. Next to it, the super cute cover B. Look at them all. Nothing bad is ever going to happen to them.
Oh, no.
And then a 1 in 25 variant for $12. Age of Revelation has their first round of number 2 issues this week. So we'll kick it off with Binary. That's on issue number 2. Next to it, we have a 1 in 25 variant of Long Shots number 2 for $10. We did get shorted X-Babies. We did get shorted our cover A's, but they will be returning later this week. So if you did miss out on one or wasn't on your list, let us know and we'll add it on there for you. Then getting to the middle of the table, we've got Amazing X-Men number 2. Probably after reading it, especially saying this is a core book in the Age of Revelation saga. You're following Cyclops and Beast and their present-day consciousness in this 10-year later thing. But this is a very, very limbo, magic-heavy issue. Super satisfying read, pushing the story forward. There's your cover A. Cover B got not Magic, the Dark Child on it, who takes over for Magic when Magic decides to die every once in a while. 1 in 25 variant for $10. And then next to that, they're starting off Streetverse variants this month that have cover price compatriots, but we also have 1 in 50 variants. This one's Streetverse version of Psylocke, 1 in 50 variant for $15. Another number 2 for Age of Revelation is Laura Kinney Sabretooth. There's cover A. Right next to it, we got cover B. And then we're going to move up a row into Planet She-Hulk, a new miniseries starting out this week with number 1, written by Stephanie Phillips. And it's all about the She-Hulk escapades on Sakaar during the Imperial story time, which actually just wrapped up last week. So we're kind of taking a step backwards and seeing what She-Hulk is going to manage on Sakaar. So yeah, that one's going to continue here in the next couple months. Now we've got a new issue of Amazing Spider-Man, which is a big deal. It is a introduction of a new suit in action and where that suit came from. Great bits of storytelling back there. I jumped back into Amazing Spider-Man just for this issue. Didn't feel like I missed a beat. Rocket Raccoon is especially saucy in this one, and I'm very here for it. And we've got a bunch of covers available for that one. So there's your cover A, which I actually really enjoy. Cover B is another one of those Streetverse ones. This one's cover price. Cover C is your calendar variant. Next to it, we got cover D. Cover E, which is an homage, right, to your bicentennial stuff. Then we've got cover F is your Libremajo Amazing Visions cover with the You Hit the Jackpot Tiger moment. Iconic. Next to it, a 1 in 25 variant for $10. A 1 in 50 variant, the all art version of the Street Verse for $20. And then the all art version of that iconic Bermejo moment for $60. It's a 1 in 100 variant. Avengers trucking along on issue number 32. I've been informed by John Shear that he does not care.
No. Yeah.
It's fun. It's good to know.
Yeah.
It's good to know. Next to it, though, we do have a very sweet, which you probably do care about, Beta Ray Bill 1 in 25 variant for $10. And then Moon Knight, again, ongoing series, trucking along, issue number 14. There's cover A. Next to it's cover B. And then we got a Stormbreaker cover C. Miles Morales, all the Spider people got their books coming out this week. Miles Morales Spider-Man on issue number 40. There's cover A. There's cover B. And next to it, a 1 in 25 variant for $10. My favorite miniseries by far coming out from Marvel right now. Spirits of Violence, issue number 2. There's cover A. I do have to say, even though that was sarcastic or sardonic, I don't know who has a dictionary around here, I do like the 1 in 25 variant a lot. That's a $10 1 in 25 variant featuring our newest member of the Spirits. But yeah, so I do like that one. Right above that, a really great one-shot. This is the Marvel Voices one-shot for this quarter, or this time of year. I think they're doing 2 a year now. So we got the Marvel Voices one-shot featuring Echo. 2 great stories in here. One previously released digitally, one completely original to this issue. There's cover A. Is that Maria Wolf?
It is.
That's Maria Wolf on cover B. And then the top of the table brings us to Alien versus Captain America. As I previously described, big Hydra setup issue, but we like seeing those a-holes screw up, and I like seeing Cap clean it up, so I'm really jazzed about the rest of the miniseries. Cover A, phenomenal. Your foil variant is freaking awesome. Like, I don't know if you guys can see it that well in this, but like in person, this is an awesome foil variant. What?
Oh, no, I got it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
And then next to it, we have a 1 in 25 variant for $10. Some great offerings from Marvel this week.
Then we get DC. We got a whole top of the table of Batman. So, DC KO. I'm going to hold this up. Batman, if you read DC KO, you know what happened to Batman. And this explains where he's going within the DC KO route. First in the miniseries, and some like crazy stuff going on in there. Has a heck of an ending. As Ben said, still would sort of like to know where it's taking place within the KO universe. But in terms of a good Batman story, there you go.
Very action.
Yeah,
Very
much so. We've got a few covers for that. So there's cover A, there's your cover B, and there's your cover C. And then Batman number 3, probably my favorite of the Batman. So, like, from this run of Matt Fraction so far, I mean, when Damian kicks Batman in the junk, like, you can't really get better than that.
It's a nards.
Yep. Batman does have nards. So. There's your cover A. There's $10 $1.25 variant for that one there. Am I wrong? She and Cheshire robbed the Justice League, still continuing their heist thing going on. And, of course, always within the heist, the 2 main characters have to fight. That's what's going on here. This is issue number 4. And then we have Harley Ivy, Life and Crimes, issue number 1. It's all by Erica Henderson. It is, again, the time that basically Harley and Ivy fall in love. It's a whole mini-series all about that. And as Ben said earlier, starts off very charming, very fun, very light, and then Joker shows up. And I was talking to Andrea, maybe the most terrifying Joker I've seen in quite some time.
Yeah.
He is, like, for a book that's, like, as lightheartedly drawn, he absolutely brings the terror. And that makes the book that much better.
Totally agree.
So, yeah. Fantastic. We got a bunch of covers for that. There's cover A. Zarety did cover B. We also have a Zarety foil variant for cover C. And then we've got cover D. All beautiful. Absolute Superman, issue 13.
Woo!
It is the battle for Smallville, and it is actually not a battle. It's a war, as Superman puts it. And there are a lot of fighting going. There's a lot of fighting going on. It is fantastic in every way. The last page, I cannot wait for the next issue.
Yeah.
So good.
Dude, I can't wait.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Absolute Green Lantern, Sojourner. This Green Lantern right here, we find out her entire backstory in this issue, and it's wonderful. Much like the Flash issue from before for Absolute Flash, this one is a whole, like, all right, how do we know these characters? How are we going to know these characters? And how are all the characters that we know previously going to be within the Absolute Universe? And it does it very, very well.
Yeah, after such a heady previous issue, I really needed this as a palate cleanser, and I needed to know her
Yeah.
better. I needed to know her better, and I'm really happy I do.
Exactly. Adventures of Superman Book of L's on issue number 3. More Brainiac stuff going on in this one. So there's your cover A. There's your Bjorn's cover B. JSA 13. It is JSA Year 1, Chapter 1. I want to say it's going to be 6 issues. And let me tell you, if you haven't been on JSA in a minute, and there's a lot of us who haven't, this is a great place to jump on. Lemire is telling a very good origin story with this.
Yeah, I'm very excited about the rest of that story arc.
Yeah, good job. Batgirl's on issue number 13. There's your cover A. There's your cover B. Gotham Academy First Years on issue number 2. Poison Ivy, if you haven't had enough with her and Harley, now you get just Poison Ivy all by herself in issue number 38. Man, the little book that could. 38 issues on something that was only supposed to be 6. Good job, DC. There's your cover A. There's your wonderful cover B.
Last in Green Arrow.
I know.
Yeah.
Teen Titans Goes on issue number 9.
I love this evil sign. I love it. Like, just to
I
make
just
sure.
I just like him wearing the sharks.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. So good. And then next to that, the Batman Facsimile, issue number 47. It is the origin of the Batman, and it was the first time it was told in comics. And poor Joe Chill, like he messed up. He messes up in every sort of way. First by starting Batman, and then his ending is whoopsie. Yep. Zatanna at Showtime by Jamal Campbell. That full miniseries collected there. The We Are Yesterday, the Justice League Unlimited World's Finest collection. Honestly, the big thing about this is Gorilla Grodd being a time traveler now, and he's not even on the cover.
Yeah, it's a
like
bummer.
come on, give him some props. DC Finest Super Friends. It's the Fury of the Super Foes. Sorry, Wendy and Marvin, you get kicked off by the Zan and Jaina and Gleek the monkey in this.
Give me a glass of water,
lasted.
Zan.
Yeah, they lasted all of about 8 issues before the Wonder Twins came around. Find out why. And then DC's Compact V for Vendetta. Best under $10 you can spend.
Easy.
I mean, come on, look at that.
That was one of my first comic reads.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. And then we got absolute reprints. Green Lantern, we got issue number 5. Flash, we got issue number 6. And for all those who've been waiting, Absolute Martian Manhunter number 6 in a second print.
Oh, dude.
More second prints from DC. Crypto, Last Dog Krypton. As heartfelt and beautiful a crypto book as you could ever have hoped for.
Mm-hmm.
It is as good as you'd want. There's your issue 1. And then there's your, oh my gosh, tug at your heartstrings issue number 2.
And we have issues 3, 4, and 5.
So get them all.
Yeah,
They're
Yes.
that's
fantastic.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
I'm so stoked they reprinted that.
Yeah, good job, DC. Savage Sword of Conan's on issue number 11. Everything you want from a Conan book is in this book. I kid you not. White House Robot Romance is on issue number 2. Critical Role Vox Machina Origins is on volume 4. Full collection there. Quick Stops, issue number 3. This is your Dogma issue, but it's more of a just... Kevin Smith loves Alan Rickman, and so he wrote a whole issue just with Alan Rickman and Jay and Silent Bob as they get to talk and hang out for a whole issue. And it's wonderful, especially if you like Dogma. Adds even more to it. It's a great single standalone issue. There's your cover A, and there's your cover B. Orphan and the Five Beasts, Bath of Blood is on issue number 2, as wonderful Stokoe artwork as you can possibly imagine. Space Scouts by Matt Kint. Thought it was going to be just, I think it's a 3-issue miniseries, but she is on a planet and she wants to get off, and the only way to get off is to win the trials, as it were, become the winner out of everybody with different sort of things going on, races, fights, all that stuff. And you get to see a massive amount of people whittled down to a very tiny amount of people in the first issue. So, an oversized, but beautiful looking book. Good job. Collection-wise, Jim Henson Presents. You got Fraggle Rock, you got Dark Crystal, like as much Jim Henson stuff as you want in a collection. There you go. Minor Arcana's on issue number 11. Archie versus Minor Threats, as silly and fun a book as you want. There's your cover A. There's your cover B. Nemesis Forever's on issue number 3 from Mark Millar. Adventure Time's on issue number 7. Cruel Universe is on volume 2, issue number 4. We've got cover A. There's your $10 1 and 20 variant. And then your $8 1 and 10 variant. Crownsville from Oni. I have not heard of either of these people.
Oh, surprise good read.
Yeah.
Like, terrifying. Like, there is an orphanage abandoned, and we found out through flashbacks, everything, something bad happened to a bunch of the kids there. And actually it was a hospital. And but yeah, and now security guard and reporter are teaming up to find out what actually did happen before they get killed within there.
It's essentially haunted for a good reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good, solid storytelling.
Really good.
Yeah, good job, guys. Next to that, Tales of Paranoia. Our Crumb's first work in quite some time. We got a nice little stack. I've got to imagine once like some of those R. Crumb people come, like realize it's out there, they're going to come like staggering in here.
A couple copies in the back.
I know.
'Cause I don't want to face their
Slash's Apprentice from Mad Cave, the full collection. We've got that there. Speed Racers on issue number 4, as is Post Malone's Big Rig, which is 4 of 4 for right now. He says, hey, we're going to be doing more, but I'll believe it when I see it. It's oversized, too. So, Doctor Who. We got a new Doctor Who from Titan Comics. Issue number 1 from the
Prison Paradox.
The Prison Paradox. There you go. Godzilla from IDW. Their ongoing series. There's your cover A, but there's your cover B. Godzilla in all his fury. Dying is Easy, the Joe Hill collection. If you were like, I didn't get the issues and I didn't want to spend the money on the hardcover, here you go. We got it finally in soft cover. Only took about 3 years. Gargoyles Demonas on issue number 4. Thundercats Losses on issue number 8. There's your cover A. There's your J. Lee cover B. Thundercats Pumra.
Oh, you had it right.
I had it right, yeah. And then, yep. There's your cover A. She gets her own miniseries.
Kitty's got claws.
There you go. And then Dynamite, Blood Red, Neo-Noir, Vampirilla comic. There you go. And then we get kids comics. So Monster High, Shock and Awe, one shot. There you go. DuckTales on issue number 8.
Awesome.
Sabrina, the Teenage Witch. It's an Archie facsimile. The first time she gets on the cover of a comic, and it's the first of her ongoing series for that. Bluey the Sign. It's the biggest Bluey episode ever. This thing's thick. $15. Get you a whole heck of a lot of Bluey. So, good on you guys. And then Spidey and his amazing Fred's The Spidey's Guide to Heroes and Villains. You want to know who all the bad guys and good guys are? There you go. It's got everybody.
Thing.
It's even got Herbie.
Herbie!
He likes to hang out at the
Herbert.
community center. And then Spidey is Amazing Friends. Spidey Cat. Cat's name. Do you know what the cat's name is?
Boots?
Bootsy.
Bootsy.
Bootsy the Spidey Cat.
Picked out her own mask.
Yep.
So cute.
So good.
cute.
Yeah. Perfect. Everything you want.
It's a perfect table.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for joining us this evening. We're happy to welcome you to a new month, second to last of the year. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night. We'll see you tomorrow for your comics.